TV. So today I'm going to be doing a very, probably the most requested video I have on my channel, and that is skincare. And more so because I do love skincare. You know, people don't really know how to wash their face or do their nighttime routine. So I have a very extensive nighttime routine that I do. It probably takes me, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes between the time that I decide, hey, I'm gonna wash my face and go to sleep, and by the time I can put my head on the pillow from everything that I do. I really wanted to show you guys what I do for my skincare routine, because I feel, especially in the Caucasian community, that Caucasian women don't take good care of their skin. A lot of it is ignorance, like they don't know what they should be doing to their skin. So I really wanted to do a video for my YouTube channel to show you guys, especially my fellow Caucasian women out there, because a lot of you are not taking proper care of your skin, what I do at night before I go to bed. You can, of course, always make this shorter. You can just do the first few steps if you want, or you can do everything. I'm not going to really focus on the products that I'm using in this video. I'm more so going to be focusing on the steps and the techniques that I use. With that being said, I will list all of the products that I use. However, I'm in no means saying that you need to buy these particular products, because a lot of these products I'll use one bottle of and then I'll try a different one because I don't want my skin to get too used to it. Some people, though, they use the same products every single day of every single year of their whole lives, and that's fine too. Do whatever feels good for you. All I'm saying is that none of these products are like a holy grail to me that I think that you need. And if they are, I will tell you about that when I'm doing that particular step. So if you want to see what I do every single night, then please keep watching this video. If you don't, you can click out and you can go watch one of my other videos. They're all amazing. Okay, so the first step that I do, and by the way, I just got my roots done. Got a base break on. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your hair back. So if you have longer hair, you can just put it into a ponytail. If you have shorter hair, then you don't have to do this step, but you should always do this step. This is just a scrunchy headband that I got from Daiso, Japan. However, you can get them on Amazon. You can get them at your local grocery store, CVS, really anywhere. So you're going to put your hair back and secure it so that you're not getting any products on your hair. And so also, you know, it's easier to do. For this demonstration, I have a bowl of water with me, and this is going to simulate a sink for all of you guys. The first step you're going to want to do is, let's say that you wore makeup today, because for most of us, when you're working, you're going out, you're wearing makeup. So I'm going to take a makeup remover, and I'm going to take a makeup remover pad. I got 600 pads, I believe, for $12 at Costco. So you can't get these on Costco. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them CVS, anywhere. They're just pads. One side, it has like a design kind of on it, and the other side is just flat. There was a whole description on these particular ones that I got with what side you should use for this and what side you should use for that. So what I like to do is just take my makeup remover, and I'm going to put it like this onto the pad. Then you're going to want to push, not too hard, but you're going to want to just gently push the makeup remover and pad on your eye. You do not, by any means, want to take it and wipe. That's the worst thing you can do. You want to hold it down. This is especially true when you have fake lashes on. So you would just hold it down like so. You're not abrasively hurting the skin, because that's going to cause wrinkles. And then you're going to go like this. Of course, right now I don't have makeup on, but if I were to have a face full of makeup, this step would be imperative. So you want to take off all of your makeup with the pad and with the makeup remover. But that is not by any means going to get rid of all the makeup. And I think that's a step that women don't understand. This is amazing. Makeup remover is amazing for removing eye makeup, lipstick, you know, your top layer. But that's not going to do it. what you really need to get is an oil. So this particular oil I got from Mimi Box USA, which is a company that specializes in Korean skincare. You can get an oil similar to this on Amazon. You can get it really at any beauty store. The point of an oil is that an oil is going to break down the makeup. So before you even cleanse your skin, you need to get rid of all the makeup. So you're going to want, and you can wash your face in between this. So I just did that, you know, just do just a little splash because of the makeup remover. Then you want to take the oil. I like to do, I guess like 2 to 3. And then you want to warm it up in your hands. And then you want to press it on your skin, making sure that all of your skin is covered, and especially your neck. Because makeup ages your skin because it dries it out, and you don't want that on your neck all night. And this is a perfect opportunity to give your face a massage. And the oil is going to break down the makeup. And I think that's so important that women don't realize that just using a makeup, just using like a little bit of a oil-free makeup, this is especially for eyes, but makeup remover is not going to do that. It's not going to get your foundation and everything off. Soap alone will not do that. So you want to put oil all over your face. It just feels wonderful and breaks it down. Okay, so you're going to want to leave that on for, let's say, 20 seconds. 20 seconds doing this. It's so easy. Then you're going to want to wash your face. Now that the makeup is off of your face, you can actually wash your face. So, I am going to take, now here are 2 different things that you can use. I do use an electric brush when I do my face. Do I use this every time? No, because I'm kind of conflicted of how good it is for your skin. So I do have to say you should own one. And I think that you should use one on your skin when you were wearing like a lot of makeup, or when you maybe were in a more like toxic environment that day, like if you were sweating and applying more and more makeup, then yes, to everyday use. However, if, or once in a while use, but if that's really not your thing, or if it's too abrasive, if your skin breaks out after, you can use a konjac sponge. I highly, highly recommend getting a konjac sponge. I got these ones on Amazon. 2 of them I think are $10. They're just amazing. You put it under water and under your faucet, and it balloons up, kind of like a makeup sponge. So it balloons up, and then you take it and you just put you can use it by itself. It's made out of coal, so it's really on its own is taking away all of the impurities in your skin. So, not that I said I wasn't going to really talk about the products, but this is from Rhonda Allison, and I have to say that I really love her products. I had them all. I had this amazing facial when I was in Massachusetts a while ago, and I bought the whole line of stuff. I'm almost out of this, and I ran out of everything else. I'm probably going to repurchase because it is so good. But you can really use any type of face wash that you want. If you have acne, use one for acne. If you have oily or non-oily, do what's right for your skin. So take the konjac sponge and get it wet. And then we're just going to put a few pumps of, I'm going to do 2. And I love this one because it's a pumpkin, so it's going to cleanse, but it's also anti-aging. And in circular motions, I'm really going to clean the skin. I think that the reason a lot of people do not have, or they have a lot of acne, because I know for myself, I had quite a bit of acne when I was younger. I never really learned how to properly clean my face. You know, my mom always just said, use soap, and then, use moisturizer. It was never a real process. So that's why I find it really important that it's important for me to really show you guys what it means to properly take care of your skin and properly cleanse your skin. I also have to to mention that women in general, we suffer from a lot of acne in this area, and the reason is because it's hormonal. So if you're getting your period, you have your period, or you're getting over your period, you're gonna have some very traumatic, like, you know, breaking out in that area. So you really want to make sure that you really get that area when you're cleaning. Then you're going to want to put your konjac sponge under some really hot water for a minute or so, and then you're going to want to hang it up. And it comes with a little string and a little, well, mine always came with a tiny little like hook that you just put on your mirror, so it's really easy. Then you're going to want to wash your face again. Get off all of the suds. You always want to blot with your towel as well, or you can take tissues and lightly blot your face. For me, I've always just found it easier to just use a towel and blot. Then, after your face has been totally cleansed, you want to tone it. And toning is really important because it brings the pH balance back to your skin, which is extremely important because you just washed off all the oil, impurities, and good things that are in your skin. So once again, I'm going to take one of my round cotton balls, and I'm going to spray it with, right here, this is H2V. I got this when I went to Burke Williams. I had this amazing facial, so I asked the facials. That's another good tip. If you get a facial and you love what they use, ask them what they use. So she had said that this was the toner she used, so I wanted to try it. I don't really love it, so I'm not really recommending it. And you can get, there's so many toners out there, you can get them for all different skin types. So you really want to make sure that you go in an upward fashion and you get everything off. This is also going to get off any last traces of makeup or anything else that's left on your skin, and it's bringing back the pH balance. So after this is dried, you're going to want to wait, you know, if you go like this and it's still tacky, it's not dried. So you just want to wait, I'd say 60 seconds for it to fully dry. Then after that, you're going to use an essence. So an essence is like a water. Think of it as a moisturizing water. So this is SK2, and this is a very expensive one. This was $100, I believe, or maybe $110, and I think I got it on Amazon. And so this is the first one that I had ever used. And then I moved on to the Clinique one, and I had actually gotten this at Marshall's. They have Clinique stuff at Marshall's. Who knew? I didn't. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh. And then I just got this one, which is Time Revolution, and this was on Amazon. This was the #1 bestseller on Amazon for skin essences, so I really wanted to try it. I'm going to use the Clinique essence. So an essence is great because it puts moisture back into your skin before you put on your moisturizers and everything. It evens skin tone. It's amazing. I think that not enough Western women know about this. It's been in Asia for a really long time, and it really improves like fine lines and dark circles and discoloration. So if you're gonna add anything to your routine, I highly recommend adding an essence. It's also great, I just sometimes, if I'm like doing stuff throughout the house and I feel kind of like my skin isn't okay or my skin's kind of parched, I'll just put a few dabs of this on. So the way that you put an essence on is you put a few drops into the palm of your hand, and then kind of like you're putting aftershave on, you're going to want to pat it all over your skin and neck. Now, when I was using the SK2, which is this brand, which by the way, I have not seen a difference, and this one I think was $20, but it was at Marshall's. You know, when I was using this one, I would use such a small amount because it was so expensive. Because this one was so much less expensive, and because I have another bottle of the different one waiting to be used, I'm going to use just a little more. You don't have to, you can use a tinier amount. I just really like it because this is my favorite step. I feel like it's so hydrating and it adds so much. And then when I have extra on my hands, I just like to put it on my arms. And you're going to want to let that dry for about 60 seconds. The next thing I'm going to use is a concentrated essence. Now this one is not vegan. I'm not sure about which items in my collection are vegan or aren't vegan. I'm trying to get better at that. However, I feel like it's more disrespectful to the animal that it gave up its life, and I'm just throwing away the products. So even though I am vegan now, I've been vegan for a month, I'm still going to use the rest of my products I have that aren't vegan, not because I'm purchasing more and contributing to that industry, but because I don't want to just throw it out. I think that's more disrespectful. So this one is a snail essence, and it's a high concentrated snail essence, and I purchased this from Mimi Box. However, they do sell it on Amazon. I believe I saw it on there too. But you can get an essence that is vegan, and I will be looking at more of those when I need to repurchase. However, you use a very small amount, and the essence is, it's before your moisturizers and your lotions, but it's after your toner and your other essence. It's a layer that is going to bring softness to your skin. It's also going to do, kind of the same thing, like fine lines. It's really amazing to add this to your routine. So I'm going to put 2-3 pumps of that on, and then I'm just going to smooth it on my skin. Always want to take a few more pumps and put them on your chest. You always want to make sure you get your chest and neck. That's another big thing that Caucasian women, I feel like, don't have an appreciation for, is that the sun is so harming. So you always want to make sure that you put exactly what you're putting on your face, on your neck, and on your chest. Also, always make sure you wear an SPF. This routine I'm giving you right now is a nighttime routine. However, I will be doing a daytime routine as well. And in that one, I will have that you do need an SPF always. Once again, I have some extra on my hands, and I'm just going to put that on my armies. The next step I'm going to talk about is Retin-A. You don't have to use Retin-A, you can skip that, as you can skip any of these others. However, I 100% recommend getting Retin-A. Now this is the strongest form of Retin-A, and I got this from a dermatologist. In order to get Retin-A, you have to go to a dermatologist. You can buy it online from different sources, and they can say that it might be 100%. My recommendation is going to your dermatologist. I am lucky enough that I fall into an age group where I'm young enough that I can still get it, because a lot of women at a certain age, like in your 30s, they won't give it to you anymore. Your insurance won't cover it because they think it's for aging and not for acne, because it's supposed to be for acne. And that's how I got it for so many years. My doctor is still giving it to me, so it's always a shot. Go to a dermatologist and tell them that you really want Retin-A for your skin. Say it's for acne, you don't have to say it's for wrinkles, but it's for wrinkles. So Retin-A is the #1 ingredient in all anti-aging things. Like if you get a box of anything anti-aging, look on the back, it's gonna say Retin-A. It's gonna say it, I promise you. Itch. So you definitely want to get Retin-A. It's gonna get rid of fine lines. It's gonna take off a layer of skin, which you really want, because that's gonna make new collagen. However, keep in mind, it takes off some skin. So if you use it every single night, which my dermatologist said to use it every night, and I've done research and say you can use it every night. So if you do use it every night, they say you're supposed to use a pea-sized drop. So don't slather it everywhere. Just use a small amount. And then, not every day, but once in a while, you definitely want to use a face scrub. You want to exfoliate your face. This one's from Tatcha. However, you can get them from anywhere. You can get them from CVS. But you just want one that has very small grains, because if it has too big of grains, it can hurt your skin and cause more damage. So I'm going to take a little Retin-A. I'm going to take a little pea-size amount, and I'm going to put it all over my face. put a little extra here because once again, you want to get your chest. Also note that Retin-A will stain your clothes. It's going to stain your clothes if you get it on your clothes before it's dry. I've done this many times. So you want to make sure that when you put it on your chest that you're not getting it on your clothes. Also, you want to make sure that you've had it on for a few minutes before you get in bed and ruin those very expensive sheets and pillowcases. So after I put my Retin-A on, I go a little bit extra and I take a touch more and I put it right here and here because that is where a lot of women, especially a lot of Caucasian women, get fine lines. So I'm going to let that sit in for about a minute. Before you move on to your next step, you want to make sure you wash your hands. Retin-A is a very powerful drug, so you want to make sure that you're not using it and then touching your baby or touching your dog or touching, fabric. So always make sure you wash your hands immediately after using it. Now that all of your other steps have dried, you're going to want to put a moisturizer on. So I'm just using a travel size of Clinique right now. I have about 25 tiny little travel sizes of moisturizers, so I'm trying to use them all up. So this one is from Clinique. You can use any moisturizer. It is nighttime, so you can put a heavier one on if you want. You don't have to. You can use a lighter moisturizer. Totally up to you. After your moisturizer is put on, you want to put on your eye cream. This is a very important step that not a lot of women think they need to use. I've been using an eye cream for, I would say, maybe 5 years. You always want to make sure you put an eye cream on so that you don't get fine lines around your eyes or smile lines. If you notice when I smile, I don't have any. I have one line there. And I contribute a lot of that to the fact that I do use an SPF every day, and I also use an eye cream. But if you can tell, under my eyes is very dark. I am very Caucasian. I'm very light-skinned. I have a lot of pink pigment in my skin. So I have been using eye creams on and off since I was very young. However, I went to a doctor. I talked to a doctor about getting lasers and all this other stuff, and I'm not having enough sleep. It's very normal for the lighter skin tones to really show, because with darker skin tones you can't tell as much, but you can really, really tell when someone is very light-skinned. So you're going to want to take about this much of an eye cream. I actually ran out of my eye cream yesterday or 2 days ago, so I am using not even kidding, a La Mer sample of eye cream. But I do use an eye cream every single night. I'm very big on that. So I highly recommend going to your local, I would say your local Nordstrom's, and talk to different counters if you're looking for something high-end. If you're looking for more of a low-end, you can look on Amazon. I still have not found that holy grail, but I do have to say that the La Mer, it's very expensive though. Eye cream is wonderful, and you should definitely get, I just recently got a La Mer. I got, I think, 3 or 4 samples. I went there, and from Nordstrom's I got the little ones. You should definitely go to them and try this because I really like it. I think it's wonderful. It's very high-end though, so it's a very high-end step, but you don't need that. So you just put a little bit on, and then the lady at La Mer gave me this, which is a cute little one. Isn't that nice? She gave me that. I thought that was so cute. And you're just going to want to go in circles. However, if you do not have a wand, that is completely fine. I didn't have one until a week ago. All you have to do is just pat it in, let it dry, wake up and be a fucking queen. So, the next step that I do before I go to bed is, so right now, if you can tell right here, I have a small blemish. no one's skin is perfect. And no matter how well you take care of your skin, you're always going to have something, you know, a little here and there is not going to kill you. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to poke and prod at it. I've had this for a few days. I let it go. I didn't do anything to it. And now, like, look at it. It's flat. It's not affecting me. That's the worst advice anyone can ever give you, is to, like, pick at acne or try to do something to make it go away. Just don't do that. Like, seriously, do not do that. I picked this up at CVS. This is a benzoyl peroxide. This has 10%, which is very high, which is what I wanted, and I think I got this for $7. So you just have to look for one that has the highest. You just want to take a little bit. It's very, very drying, so you do not want to use a lot of this. And you're just going to want to put it on that area, just like that, and leave it. That's all you have to do. And don't touch that spot. Let it dry. Not a big deal. There's also this, that if you just have a red spot, like let's say if you're more fair skin, you'll just get a red spot. You won't have actual acne there anymore. This is the Circula Red Spot Cream, and this is from Mimi Box USA. So this is a Korean item, and it just looks like this. It's just a normal cream. And you just take a little bit of that and do the same thing. So my next step has nothing to do with your skin, but it's something that I think you will equally enjoy, and I do this every single night. You can take either petroleum jelly, this is literally from the dollar store, or castor oil. I got this on Amazon for, I think, under 10 bucks. Take one of these. Normally what I do is if I'm doing my nighttime routine and then I'm gonna jump in bed and watch a movie, I'll use this. However, if I'm just gonna do my nighttime routine and then jump right into bed and go to sleep, I'm going to use the castor oil, because the castor oil is an oil, so it's going to get everywhere a little bit more, where the petroleum jelly will stick. So let's use this for right now. So you take a little bit of this, and you're going to heat it up in your fingers. And then what I like to do is I like to put it on a spoolie. And then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to pat it onto each eyelash, very similar to as if you were doing mascara. You can get, I got, I think, like 400 spoolies for $10 at a makeup store. So you want to put it on each eyelash, and this is going to condition, and this is going to make your eyelashes more thick and beautiful and luscious. It's very natural. It's a very inexpensive thing to do. Let's say you don't have a spoolie, okay? Then you can just take it in your fingers, go like this, put it on your lashes. This is such an amazing tip, and I learned about it through, I think, Pinterest, when I looked up natural ways of making your eyelashes grow. But don't forget about them brows, girl. So just take a little bit, and this is especially great with the castor oil because you don't have to worry about it getting in your eyes at all. And you just put it on your brows. You can do this with the castor oil, or you can do this with your petroleum jelly. Totally up to you. The next things I'm going to talk about are totally add-on optional. For me, I constantly have dried lips. I really love using Carmex. It's amazing, it's cheap. I think this was $1. It has a lot of petroleum jelly in it, so if you don't have any, you can just use petroleum jelly. However, I really recommend the Carmex. I put this on my lips every single night. I have them everywhere. I have like 3 in my purse, 1 next to my bed, and I keep this right next to my bed in my little dresser, so that at night I just put this on. Feels amazing on my lips. It's so hydrating. Great for the winter, great for always. You can also use it during the day. Wonderful. I think everyone in America should have Carmex. It is so awesome. I also am obsessed with this hand cream, and I put it on every single night. A lot of women don't pay attention to their hands until there's a problem. That's what you want to do. That's not what you want to do, I mean. You do not want to get Botox when you already have wrinkles. You don't want to start using items when you need them. You want to use them before you need them so that you don't need them, but that you keep using them. So this stuff is absolutely amazing. This one is like almost dead. because this was the one that was next to my bed. There we go. I have one next to my bed. I have one in each of my purses. I have one in my gym bag. I have two next to my kitchen sink. And that's another great thing. Put one next to your kitchen sink, so after you wash your hands, you can put a little moisture in them. I put this on every single night. I love this hand cream because I have an issue with using some hand creams, and you always want to make sure you get those elbows, so that your elbows are nice and hydrated, that I don't like when my hands feel sticky or feel like they have something on them. This does not feel like that. It's so smooth and gentle. So if you go to CVS and you buy this, it is like $11. Literally, I paid $11. If you go on Amazon, it's I think $3 or $4. It's $3 something, like $3.95 with the Amazon add-on, and you should have Amazon Prime because it's amazing. You pay $100, you get free shipping for a year, totally worth it. So I put this on my hands. Then these two are things that you can do once a week. Okay, so this is a clay mask, and what a clay mask is going to do is it's going to take the impurities out of your face. So when would you incorporate this? In the beginning of this tutorial, I showed you how to clean your face. After you cleansed your face, after you toned your face, you would take an Evian spray. I don't have it with me, but like they sell little bottles of Evian spray. You can use any type of spring water that's in a spray bottle, spray your face, and then put a little bit of this on. This was a higher end product. I believe that this one was, I don't even know. I think this was like over $100, maybe $120. If you use something like this, that's totally great. I have had this for maybe a year and a half, and I use it maybe once a week, so it's worth it. You can also get ones at the grocery store, more of a bargain brand one, but this is great because it really detoxifies and takes out the impurities. If you have, say, like a little spot like this guy, you can use something like this just on that area if you want. However, I love it for like once a week. You don't want to overly use clay masks during the winter because your skin is already so dry and parched, but I really highly recommend investing in a good clay mask. Second is sheet masks. So this sheet mask is from Mimi Box. I got for $79 100 face masks on Black Friday, and I was so excited because I love face masks and I use them all the time, and it came with 100 different types, so it's so great. And each mask is different, but I love them because they put the moisture back into your face. When would you use this? After you cleanse your skin and tone your skin, you could use this. You can skip the Evian spray unless it states that, but for the most part, sheet masks, you don't need that. So you can put this on for 20 minutes and then continue on to your other steps. Or if you just want to relax, you can wash your face, tone your face, put this on, leave it on, 20 minutes, and put a little moisturizer on and go to sleep. You don't have to use this. A lot of Asian women do this every night. Particularly older Asian women, not saying every, Asian woman does this, but in Asia, it's very common for a lot of older women to do it. I like to do it, I would say, every other night. So around every other night, I use a mask. You can get them for very cheap. You can get, 3 for $4 some places. Some places they're more expensive. You always want to look on what's the ingredients because a lot of them do have snail and other animals. So if you do not want to do something like that, like if you do want to do a vegan product, definitely read what's in it. I love face masks like this because clay masks are going to take impurities, dirt, oil, grime, and they're going to take that out. They're going to suck it out. When they do that, they also suck out the good oil and, everything, which can cause more sebum, which is the oil that's the oil that's in your skin. And that if you have too much of it, if you have too much sebum, you're going to get acne. If you have too little, you're going to get acne. So you want the right amount of sebum. So that's why don't use it that much. And if you are really dry, maybe do it like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. These are great because they put moisture and they put other essential oils and stuff into your face, which is so nice because it's making you more youthful and bright and younger looking. So I have to show you that. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is for your hair. So this is Oil Infinity and it's from Nexus, and I absolutely love this item. It has 2 oils in it that prior to buying this item, I had purchased those 2 oils and used them individually, and I liked them so much so that I thought, you know what, let me just try this item. So I got this and I love it. It's a very dry kind of, if I can get this to work. It is a very luxurious drying kind of oil. Like, I don't feel that it's too oily on my hair. And what I like to do is I like to put that on my ends of my hair and run it through my hair before I go to bed. And when you go to sleep, you want to put your hair in a loose bun or you want to put it into a braid. I always put it into a braid, and that's called a protective nighttime hairstyle. I love this oil because it puts a little bit of moisture into your skin. Not much. It's not putting too much oil. It's not going to make your hair super oily, but it's going to put a little bit of oil so that your ends don't split and so that your hair doesn't look frizzy and gross. I really recommend this item. I think that it has done really well for my hair. You know, once again, not every hair texture and everything is going to be the same. Me particularly, I really like this. Also, it was a really good price point. How much was it? I'm not really sure. I think it was maybe $20. It wasn't more than like $20. It was a very good product. I have a lot of different things I want to say about hair because, as everyone knows, I've been growing my hair out for a while. My hair was really short. It was, I think, like to here, and it was really brittle and disgusting and very frizzy and unmanageable. And it was just awful. Like, I wouldn't leave the house to go out like with my friends if I didn't have hair extensions in. So I'm very proud of my hair. I'd love to make a hair video for you guys. If that's something that you would like to see, please leave me a comment below. And if this video helped you at all, or if you liked it, or if you want to see more like this, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. I love hearing from you guys. You know, so please I hope you love this video, and I hope you have an amazing day. And remember to smile, because prettier girls, or happier girls, are prettier girls. And it's really the truth. I read this article in Vogue last week that when you smile, it just radiates you. And when you're happy, and I mean like really happy, like the happiest you've ever been, it radiates from you. If you look at brides in their wedding photos, it's not the makeup that gives them that glow. It's not their highlighter that gives them that glow. It's the happiness, it's the joy, it's the love that's coming out of them. So remember that even if you don't have a stick of makeup on or a stitch of makeup on, you can look beautiful because your skin is a reflection of your insides. I also wanted to talk about what pills I take. I take a few vitamins every day. Maybe more than a few. I take like 20 vitamins every day, and all of those vitamins are for different things. I have a lot of high blood pressure in my family, diabetes in my family, arthritis, osteoarthritis in my family. So I take pills because I want to prevent things like that. I also take pills for my hair and for my skin and for my nails. So I would love to share that with you guys. If you want to see a video about that, please leave me a comment. Tell me that you want to see a video on those different items. So I love you guys. Sorry I'm rambling. I'm so excited to do this video. I'm so excited for my new setup. I am just so excited and so happy, and I love you, and thank you for being a part of my YouTube channel. Bye.